Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Ridley Scott's Alien. I'm really excited for this movie. I have a little alien Lego figure here. If you can see him, he is very cool. And yeah, I don't know. I just found this randomly at a store and I was like, I kind of want this. I kind of want to show it off in my alien reaction. So here it is, my little alien figurine. Anywho, I have seen this movie before, so just keep that in mind. I have seen this movie before. I've seen it, I think, 2 times or 3 times, but the last time I saw it was about 4 years ago now. 4 years ago. That doesn't mean that I don't remember what happens. I do know what happens in this movie, but the reason why I'm watching Alien, even though I've seen it, is because I've never seen any of the other Alien movies. So I thought I'd give myself a refresher with you guys watching Alien, and then I would jump into Aliens and all the other Alien movies with you as well. So yeah, this movie reaction is going to be more of a reaction commentary. I'll just be talking a little bit more probably during this and just having a good time because I have seen this. But yeah, but the next reaction for Aliens, for James Cameron's Aliens, I've never seen that movie before, so I am really excited to get into that one when it comes next. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn the light. We decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice. Okay, so I don't know why, but I want to go green for the lighting today. I just think green, that's not really green, is it? I just think, that's not really green, is it? I just think green is a pretty good color choice for this movie. You know, there's not too much green in the movie per se, but I think green is just kind of like a grungy color sometimes, and yeah, I think that it'll work for this movie. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon for uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, me and my little alien friend are ready to check out Alien. I'm really excited to get into this movie again because I remember really loving it when I saw it last time, and then I'm really excited to get into the rest of the franchise in the coming week. So anyways, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Alien. I remember when I watched this movie the first time, I must have been about 10, 11, 12 years old, something like that. And this intro scared me. It freaked me out so much. I didn't know Jerry Goldsmith did the music for Alien though. What? How did I know? No. What? How did I not know that? What a sexy looking ship. Don't you agree? I mean, it looks a little ugly, but like it's kind of sexy at the same time. Like, look at this model, guys. Look at all the detail. Look how close we are to it. It looks so real. It looks so good. But I think my favorite thing about this movie is actually the sets. Like the inside of the spaceship. Oh, it's like dream. It's to die for. It's so good. I love this. It's so suspenseful and it gave us such a good tour of the ship. Looks kind of like the Millennium Falcon there a little bit, doesn't it? I love my man John Hurt. I love him so much. He's so cool. Not just in this movie, but like in general as an actor. He's so cool. I wonder how good of a sleep you get in those pods. I bet it's the best sleep of all time.
Man, before we dock, I think we ought to discuss the bonus situation.
Right.
Brett and I,
Yeah, of course.
Like everybody else.
Yes, but everybody else gets more than us.
Now his mother wants to talk to you. Yeah.
You also notice how they're framing Sigourney Weaver's character Ridley, because she is the main character of the movie, but the movie doesn't let you know that until halfway through, if I remember correctly. So it's really cool how they're framing her as a side character. They're not giving her the attention in the camera shot. She's always in the background. And that is so interesting because movies usually focus on the main character straight away, like John Hurt focused on straight away, but he's not the main character of this story. Really cool. Giving me Space Odyssey vibes right now.
Where's Earth?
You should know.
Did you guys get lost?
Calling Antarctica Traffic Control. Do you read me, Antarctica? Over.
Antarctica does not read you over.
That's right. Well, it's the same damn reason we get a half share to their one. Our time is their time. That's the way they see it.
Wait, I like these two.
Why?
Yeah, she's programmed to do that should certain conditions arise. They have.
What conditions?
To the transmission of unknown origin, she got us up to check it out.
A transmission?
Okay, okay, that's how they get on the planet. Okay.
Give me some money to do. I'd be happy to. Watch.
That's right.
Let's go with the bonus situation. We have never done.
Let's go with the bonus situation. They're still on it.
On penalty of total forfeiture of shares.
Ah, see, now that you're gonna lose all your money, you're good with it, right?
How's the status on the lifters?
Give me an AC pressure reading.
Wow, that is very beautiful.
Disengage.
Ah, looks so cool. Oh my god. The music right now by Jerry Goldsmith is superb. It's suspenseful, but also like there's a little bit of like majesty in it at the same time. So cool.
What the hell?
Yeah, what was that? I love the Christmas lights on the bottom of the ship. Because every day is Christmas in space. Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh, looks like you landed a little too hard there, or maybe the ship's just angry with you. I don't know.
The whole breeze. I don't see anything. We've still got
Look how good this movie looks still. It actually looks amazingly fantastic. I also love that the movie gave us like a minute and a half of watching the ship slowly land. I don't know why, it was just really cool.
What?
This is 17 hours, fella.
At least 25 hours.
Give themselves extra time.
All the other channels are dead.
You should go out and explore, Big Brain Oliver.
How far away from the source of transmission?
Northeast. Just under 2,000 meters.
There you go. Northeast doesn't give him any sense of direction there. Distance, I should say. Wow, that looks so cool as well. Why does this movie just look so cool in general? It looks better than like 99% of movies ever.
See a goddamn thing.
It's a huge ship.
They find what they're looking for out there. Does that mean we get full shares?
Don't worry, Parker, yeah. You'll get whatever.
These guys and money.
Son of a bitch.
Did he just have that on the whole time? He had the smoke on for dramatic effect.
Mother hasn't identified it yet.
Mind if I give it a shot?
Please do.
See, and now the movie has given every character a little like standalone time, so every character feels important, which is really cool as well. There's not a character in this big group of characters that feels left out, at least. I love her shoes! Oh my god, Ridley, you look great. Like, look how atmospheric this movie is, guys. Why don't movies look like this? Like, why don't all movies look like this? I should say. It looks like a half-eaten donut. See, also the thing that I noticed about this movie is that usually when I watch old sci-fi movies, I'm like, wow, look at that tech. It's old, but they're making it look new. But in this one, I haven't noticed that. It just fits. It just fits the universe somehow. You know, I don't care that the tech is so old and they probably wouldn't have this tech in the future. Mans is in disbelief. Look at the set. Oh my god, look at the art design for the set. It is so sexy looking. Holy chicken. Is that a giant beast? That looks like a skeleton.
Bones have been outward. Like he exploded from inside.
Like he exploded from inside. Oh, did he get face huggered?
Hey, Dallas. Lambert, come on over here.
I think this movie is also a testament to how sets are better than green screen. Just look at, like, everything here is practical, and it looks so much better, and it still holds up so much better than 90% of all green screen things.
Like an SOS.
Well, what is it then?
Well, it looks like a warning.
Well, like, stay away.
I don't know, but it's like the goddamn tropics in here.
It looks like organic, but also industrial. It's so cool. It's like the ship is made out of bones and organic matter, but it's still a ship. It's so interesting, the design, the concept of it.
And it's full of leathery objects like eggs or something.
Yeah, eggs, pods, you name them. I wonder how they got this blue effect. It's so cool.
That's when broke.
Oh, John. Oh, John. I hope you're not hurt.
Appears to be completely sealed.
Don't touch the egg. Don't do it. Oh, my days. He gave it the spark of life. No, run, 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 run. Dude, it looked like a tongue inside there. I also don't know how famous all of these actors were at the time, but I think it'd be cool if John Hurt was a super famous actor at the time. And you think he's like the main character of the story or one of the main characters of the story, and then he gets face-huggered. Like, it would be a huge twist because he is a famous actor.
We're clean. Let us in.
What happened to Kane?
Something has attached itself to him. We have to get him to the infirmary right away.
They're so calm about this.
Get him inside.
No.
I can't
Yes.
do that, and if you...
Ridley, thank you.
The answer is negative.
In the hatch open.
Oh my god, man.
My God.
Oh my days. Oh my days. That looks so disgusting.
Just a minute. It's closing on there.
Ew. Oh. Oh, it's like a little soft. Oh, it's choking him more.
How come you guys don't freeze him?
Yeah, I want an answer. Why? Why don't you freeze him?
What's it got down his throat?
I would suggest it's feeding him oxygen.
I don't know if that's 100% the case.
It keeps him alive. Now, what the hell is that? Oh, we gotta get it off.
I guess maybe it is feeding him oxygen, but it's also feeding him something else. Oh. Oh. That is so powerful. Not the shoes.
There it is.
Don't be under that. Don't be under that. Imagine.
Molecular acid.
Must be using it for blood.
It's got a wonderful
I wish I had acid for blood. Timbits time.
Conditions. Said nothing.
That's funny. What does it mean?
It's also cool that Ridley is slowly getting more and more screen time as the movie progresses. It's cool. It's cool how they're doing her character in this movie.
You also forgot the Science Division's basic quarantine law.
Yeah.
Know that? You know his only chance of survival was to get him in here.
Okay, but what about your chances of survival as well? Think selfishly.
I do take my responsibilities as seriously as you know.
Ridley's caught on to you, you menace man.
In the shuttle.
Why are you just chilling in the shuttle? Is it like peace and quiet time?
Where is it?
Interesting. The facehugger is gone. Why didn't you just say that on the announcement? That's your chance to chuck John Hurt into space before all hell breaks loose on the ship. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt his feelings. Oh my days.
Sorry.
I like their wand lights. There's so much tension right now. And there's no music, which makes it even more intense.
Kane?
Oh god.
Dallas?
Oh my god. Touching that thing, I would die. I would die.
It's up there somewhere.
Where did it go?
Cover it with a
Oh,
damn
wait a
thing.
minute.
Ew, what the heck? It looks like moldy mushrooms.
No kidding. This thing bled acid. Who knows what it's gonna do when it's dead?
She does raise a good point.
How come I gotta change my mind? All right, the
I'm
decision's
not
been
gonna.
made.
I'm not trying to change your mind, Dallas. I just want you to listen. Will you listen
These
to?
doors are kind of low. What if you're like 6'5"? Just boom, bonking your head into every door.
They replaced him 2 days before we left Thetis with Ash.
I don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't trust them either. Oh, they're going back to the main ship now? Ay, ow, no, not a good idea.
Engine room, red clip status.
Wait, no, I swear they were on the main ship.
Walk in the park. We fix up.
I'm walking here.
Right.
I love the music.
Right.
Whenever he says anything, you say right.
Just give me the short version. How far to Earth?
10 months. Oh, God.
Right.
It's a long time.
Right.
I love how cryptic they are over the radio. Why can't he just say, he's awake?
Terrific. Next silly question.
Guys, what if he has a disease? You literally just said that, and now you're all standing here with no protective gear on at all. You should be quarantining him.
Before bedtime, I'm buying.
Hey, that's a break.
Big time.
Oh yeah, you know the scene, the Last Supper. Didn't the cast not know how this scene was going to play out beforehand? So like their reactions are all fairly genuine.
You know what it's made of?
No, Dad. I don't want to talk about what it's made of.
Oh no.
I'm eating this.
Oh no.
What?
Look at that. Oh god. Ah, oh, the blood. Oh. Oh.
Oh, God!
It looks so good.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
Look at the lady in the background. She looks like she's gonna faint. Ah, zooms off. All I can think of Spaceballs now. The ending in Spaceballs. This movie is basically a warning to follow quarantine procedures. This would be a good COVID-19 movie, actually. Dude, his body got yeeted into space. That's how I want to die. I want to get thrown into space at light speed.
Designed this tracking device. You just set it to search for a moving object. So,
Yeah, but what if you... How does that not track people?
micro changes in air density.
Ah, okay.
Check the insulation.
I would love to be hanging out with those two guys. They just seem like so much fun.
Open the door.
Look at the lighting of this movie in general and this scene. Oh, so beautiful.
All right, now.
Now. Ah. How did the cat get in there? Yeah, but we need to catch him because it could mess with the sensors again.
All right, you get him, we'll go on.
Don't leave someone alone. Don't leave someone alone in this situation. You guys, you're so dumb.
Good, Jonesy.
That's going to work. This movie plays with tension so much. Oh my god, what the heck? This cat is running. Oh. Ew. The little vague sound effects of the chains in the wind. He's not really trying to get the cat anymore. He's just having a little shower. See, that framing was also so good because there was so much space to his left that it seemed like there was going to be something popping out from behind him. But then nothing did, and the shot lingered for so long. Ah, but there it is. It grew quite fast. Get taken down, or I guess taken up.
We don't know about his temperature.
Okay, what about temperature? What happens if we change it?
Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try burning it. Interface 2037, does that mean this movie takes place in 2037? Why did he ask that to the computer? What are my odds of survival? Why would you want to know that? I don't think I would want to know that. Oh my god, so many really cool center shots, like center frame shots in this movie. And the hallways really add to that too, because it's almost like a leading line where the lines are kind of going inwards towards the center of the frame, and it really draws your eye to the character walking or crawling in this situation in frame in the movie, and it's really cool. It's a really great set design.
Yes.
Close all the hatches behind me. I'm moving on.
Oh god. That looks so sick. The sound of the constant beeping is it's such a good sound effect.
Position for a minute, I've lost the signal.
Oh, what?
Am I Claire Lambert? I want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, good idea. Dallas, he's behind you. Or it's behind you.
Move! Get out of there! Would you move? Dad!
Oh, days. Oh, days. Ah!
Dallas?
The lady on the radio, move, Dallas, move. And then he goes down the ladder. No, the other way. She killed him. She killed him, I swear.
Yes. I say that we abandon the ship.
Yeah.
We get the shuttle and just get the hell.
Good idea. Good idea.
Well, then why don't we draw straws?
I'm not drawing any straws. I'm for killing
I
that.
should have take 4. Okay, when they were drawing straws, someone's staying on board, buddy. The science officer he started this.
Is that acceptable to you?
It means killing is acceptable to me.
Obviously, it means killing it. Ash, go with him.
No, I can manage it.
No, Ash. I don't. Never. No. No. Don't bring Ash with anyone. That's just it. Hello, I am Mother. That's what Mother's gonna sound like now. Special Order 937, Science Officer Eyes Only. Oh, baby. Ah, yeah. Crew expendable. Imagine seeing that. Oh my god, the science officer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, punch him in the head.
Oh.
Lock him in the mother room. Oh my days. Bilbo Baggins, open the door.
You open the
Oh
door?
my god. Ah, that's so cool, isn't it? Oh my days. He could give her a haircut. Oh my god. I've always found this a very strange way to kill someone. Was he trying to choke her with the magazine? Like, I feel like it's such a strange way to try and kill someone. Oh. Oh my days. All the effects.
It's a robot. Ash is a goddamn robot.
Like an organic looking robot.
Oh god. How come the company?
Ew, why are robots so disgusting in this universe? But I also really like the design of the robot. Oh, I also love these old practical effects. You squish that down and then you have the real head right there. Through the table. That's so cool.
Ash, can you hear me?
But I like the design of the robot because it doesn't look like any robot I've ever seen before. And I think that's why I like it, but also find it so disturbing.
There's gotta be a way of killing it. How? How do we do it?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Remorse. Or delusions of morality.
It's just there to kill and survive.
We'll take our chances in the shuttle. Blow up the ship.
Yeah, let's go to the shuttle, boys! Yes, thank you. Oh. A little disturbing though, I can't lie. I love the model work, I've already said this, but I love it. I just need to say it again. Could you be any louder?
Jones?
The cat is not worth it. I mean, the cat is worth it, I guess. No, yeah, you're right. The cat's worth it. Save the cat. Gotta say, these hallways are not wheelchair accessible, are they?
Fine.
They're literally they are so loud, that's the thing. They are just smashing everything. Guys, there's an alien on board that is killing people. I would try and be a little bit more quiet if I were you.
Jones.
Oh, Jesus. Jones, what the heck, man? He's so cute, though. Look at him. Look at his little cat head. He's so cute. Oh, God. You see the shadow there? That was sexy. Oh, we get another good look at him. Sort of. Got a full body, but still. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, look at him. He like floats. It's almost like the alien's floating. And the screaming stops. And Ripley is all alone. Oh, God. Well, the alien actually hung one of them. See, I think there's an issue with this self-destruct system in that only one person needs to be able to okay it. Because that means someone could just mutiny and then explode the ship without anyone else knowing.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
T-minus 10 minutes.
Option to override
automatic
detonation expires in T-minus...
Longer than 10 minutes. Look at the cat again. Hello, kitty. This shot is a sexy shot. Every shot now of Ridley running in the hallway is a masterpiece of a shot.
3 minutes.
Oh, God. She dropped the cat. Oh, she used the cat as a distraction, maybe. Okay, so she has 6 minutes left. Looks like you can't override it. I love how the ship is like slowly collapsing as well. Oh days, oh days, oh days. Ripley, get to the shuttle, you punk. I swear to God, that has to be one of the best close-ups of all time. Come on, Ripley.
Jones.
Yes, get the cat. Okay, that makes sense then why she was trying to unself-destruct the ship, because the alien was in her path to the shuttle. Ripley, you gotta move a little faster here, bud. Dude, she just chucked the cat on the floor. There's literally a cat in there. Stop chucking it.
Struck in T-minus 1 minute.
Come on, Ripley.
21, 20 seconds, 19.
You gotta go a little faster than that.
7, 6, 5.
Are you far enough away? Whoa. It's exploding like 5,000 times. Oh, days. I'm so glad the cat's alive. I wonder if the cat will be in the next movie as well. Something I've always wondered about this movie is why is her underwear so low? Like, just pull them up. Or get a bigger pair. I actually flippin' love this movie right now. Ah! You know how scary that is the first time you watch that? So well hidden. Oh, it's so cool. Little alien yawn. Ah, it has literally, wow, it has shoulder pads. It has like armor, this spacesuit. That is cool. It looks like there are hockey pads on this spacesuit. It's so cool. I love it. I love the design of everything in this movie. Oh, wake up, punk. Some seriously fantastic shots. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Fly out of there, you bozo! Ah! Harpoon him! Blast the engines onto his face. Fry him! Make him a chicken fry! Like some fried chicken, Indian? Well, how come? What? I was gonna make a joke, but I messed up.
Final report of the commercial starship.
I'm proud of you, Ripley. I'm proud of you. She's asleep, heading back to Earth. But since it's a second movie, is she in the second movie? And if she is in the second movie, how does she come across aliens again? That is my question. Hopefully one I'll find out next time. And that was my reaction to Alien, the 1979 sci-fi horror film starring Sigourney Weaver, Tom Skerritt, Veronica Cartwright, John Hurt, Ronald Shusett, Harry Dean Stanton, Ian Holm, and Yaphet Kotto. Alien is such a classic, and even though I've seen it like two times before watching this movie, and it's been a few years since I have watched it, there are still things that I noticed in this rewatch that I've never known before, and it makes me so excited to go into the next Alien movies because obviously the first one is so good. I don't know how Sigourney Weaver is going to factor into the next one. I don't know if she's even in the next Alien movie. I know that she is in Alien 3 and Alien 4, I believe, so I have no reason to doubt that she would be in Alien 2, or I guess Aliens. However, I don't know if she is in Aliens or not, but anyways, we're not talking about Aliens right now, we're talking about Alien. Yeah, so there are things that I noticed in this rewatch of the movie that I would never have noticed as a kid, because the first time I watched this movie, I must have been about 12 years old. The second time, probably 16, 17 years old. I'm now 21, so it's been a while since I've seen this movie. And like I said in my uncut reaction, I got the box set of this movie, like this movie, and then all the way up to Alien 4. I got like a complete collection, DVD, Blu-ray collection of these movies because I wanted to watch them, and then I just never watched it. I just put it on my shelf, and then it just stayed on my shelf. So I was a little sad about that, but I'm really excited to be getting into them now. And yeah, so like some of the things that I noticed now after doing the channel for a while and being able to really understand how filmmaking works, or at least hopefully understand how filmmaking works. You guys can be the judge of that. But I really noticed how the camera worked around Ripley as a character, and how the camera focused on many different characters to try and almost sway you in different directions about who the main character of the story was, so that when the deaths did happen, you were like, oh, that person died, I thought they were a main character. And the camera work is the thing that misleads you in this a lot. And I'm going to get into that later. As well as the score, the sound design, these are things I wouldn't have noticed. Maybe I would have gone, oh, the music's good, or oh, this is creepy music. But I noticed it a lot more now on this rewatch as well. The sets, so much appreciation for the sets and the models and the alien design and just the alien, the person in the costume, the fact that it is not some stupid CGI alien, but it is a practical, real alien that feels like you can just touch it and you can feel the slime on it and the grease on it, and it's so good. I miss these practical effects. Like, don't get me wrong, CGI, visual effects, computer generated effects, they have their place, they have their purpose. I don't, like, if a movie uses them, that's okay. But movies nowadays overuse them to the point that it's so saturated that everything seems just very fake. And even if it looks really good, your brain can tell for the most part if something is fake. And so even if the CGI looks absolutely amazing, your brain's still like, okay, but like I couldn't touch that because it's not real. And this movie, Alien, for example, is a movie that holds up so well. It was made in 1979, and it's a movie that if it was released today, I feel like a majority of it would feel like a movie that could have been made today. That's how good it holds up. Obviously, I think there are some parts that don't hold up as well. I think especially the final moments of this movie just don't hold up. They are kind of goofy. It's a little bit, I don't know. I've never liked the very end of this movie. To me, I mean, it's very satisfying and it's really cool, but when the camera is outside of the spaceship and the alien is just dangling there, it looks really fake to me. I don't know why, it just looks really fake to me, and it kind of, that moment always pulls me out of the movie, even though the rest of the movie is so good. I never look forward to that final like moments of the alien hanging on the spaceship because it just is really goofy, and the rest of the movie isn't goofy. So it just, I don't know, it pulls me out a little bit. But besides that moment, I think most, if not all, of the effects are really good. Obviously there is some like blue screen stuff as well that does look a little bit janky, but like most of the stuff in this is practical, and that is why I think this movie holds up so well. Okay, so getting into the reviews of this movie quickly, and then we're going to talk about the score and the sound design. The score by Jerry Goldsmith was fantastic, but I think it's really the sound design that takes the cake for this movie. And then we're going to talk about the camera work, how the camera work really influences the audience's decisions on who the main character is and stuff like that. And then just, I don't know, the sets, what I liked about them. This movie is fantastic, and you know, you can already tell by the reviews that this movie is fantastic. 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb is the audience score, and 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Seems like majority of people absolutely love this movie. I can see some people, especially younger kids, younger people, or people who are into more action-oriented films, or people who are going into a movie called Alien expecting a very action-heavy movie, to be very disappointed by Alien, because Alien is a very slow-paced film. Even the action sequences are very slow paced, very suspenseful. There's not a lot of actual action happening. It's just suspense on suspense on suspense, and then action, and then it dies down, and then suspense, and then suspense, and then suspense, and then suspense, and then quick action, you know, and that's how the movie works. So I can see some people maybe being a little disappointed by that, but it seems like most of the people watching this movie absolutely love this thing. Okay, so the score and the sound design of this movie. The score by Jerry Goldsmith was really good. It was very simple and very subtle. It was never like super loud or chaotic or anything like that. It really kind of just felt like the tone of the movie. You know, the tone of the movie was very slow, very subtle, very suspenseful. I just said that in my when I was talking about the reviews for this film, but Jerry Goldsmith's score really accompanies that feeling and the tone of the movie. You know, it was just like this one or two instruments, and they were just kind of playing very quietly in the background, just kind of creeping up the suspense a little bit, When they were even landing on the planet, that's when I really noticed the score the most at the start of the movie. They were landing on the planet, and the score, it had this kind of majesty to it, because what was happening was really cool, and there's some really nice visuals, and so there was majesty to the score. But it was also a little scary and a little intimidating and a little bit like unnerving, the score. And so it mixed this these emotions together, and it made me feel so uneasy because I was like, I don't know whether I should feel in awe of what's happening and like how cool this is, or if I should be like, no, stop, go back. Because obviously having seen this movie, I'm like, no, stop, go back, like this is a trap, it's a trap, you know. But if I hadn't seen this movie before, I was like, I would have been like, well, I don't know how to feel at the moment because the music is giving me two different kind of senses, and I really enjoyed that. But I also think that the sound design of this movie is the real winner of this film. The fact that most of this movie is actually silent, and you get the sound effects, the sound that the characters would actually be hearing in the movie. You get the sound of the smoke, the sound of the alarms, the sound of them running and echoing through these metal corridors and stuff like that. You get the chains kind of sprinkling is not a sound word, but you know, kind of clinging in the winds, very all just like super slightly and stuff like that. It's just so beautiful, and it really pulls you into the movie, especially at the end of the movie when Ripley is running through the hallways and you just have the sound of Mother going off, like counting down, and then you have the sound of the alarms and the smoke going off, and then the sound of the flamethrower, and then her panting is very loud, like they turned up the volume of her panting and stuff like that, and so it felt very claustrophobic. The sound design of this movie was fantastic, and props to whoever did that. And the camera work as well. The camera work by Ridley Scott was crazy, and what I'm really going to focus on is the Ripley stuff and how they really didn't focus on Ripley at the start of the movie, and then they started to include her in more and more shots until she became the main character because everyone else died. But also, before I get into that, there were a lot of really good like center frame shots in this movie, something that I never noticed before, and the sets really helped with this center frame idea as well, because a lot of the hallways and stuff, they had these really big lines running down. It was like, because they're kind of like octagons or like hexagons, or they weren't completely circular hallways, but you know, they were kind of circular hallways, and then the lines, they had like thick lines running down the middle that would kind of meet. If they had gone on for a lot longer, it would look like it would meet at a center point, you know, so the lines were kind of almost facing inwards and going in. And so if you had a character standing in the middle of a hallway, you had these lines that would here, and they would be almost drawing your eye to the character who is standing in the middle. And I thought that that was a really cool way to just set up a shot and to set up the sets of this movie. I thought that was really cool. But the camera work in this movie in general for Ripley was really cool, because what I like about this movie and what I like about the story of this movie is that it's very different to how most movies set up their protagonists, because in this movie you have all of these different characters, and you start with this like close-up and stuff of John Hurt, and usually when a movie starts, you start on the protagonist or one of the more important characters, because you want the audience to get acquainted with the protagonist pretty much straight away, so they have a lot of time to learn and grow with that character. And so you start with John Hurt, and you're like, okay, maybe John Hurt, because he got out first, maybe John Hurt is going to be the main character. And then you go to Dallas, and then Dallas is focused on for a bit, and you're like, okay, maybe Dallas is going to be the main character. And so then when all the characters are awake and they're sitting at the main table, you'll notice that the camera never really goes to Ripley. She has a very quick shot of the back of her head, and then the camera spins around and you get all these other characters, and then you get a close-up of John Hurt, you get a close-up of Dallas, and then you get a shot of, I forget who it is, I think it might be John Hurt, I'm not sure though, and Ripley's in the background, and maybe she says something, maybe she doesn't, but the fact is she's not in focus, and she's in the background, and then you have John Hurt in focus, and then you have Dallas in focus, and so you have these two guys who are in focus in the majority of the shots, and Ripley, who is never really in focus at the start of the movie. She's almost very hidden in the crowd, like she's just one of the extras, she's just one of the other crew members, and so you are expecting to believe that Dallas and John Hurt are the main characters, because that's who the camera's focusing on. And then as the movie progresses, Ripley gets a few lines here, a few lines there, she gets some moments, and you're like, okay, she's part of the crew, she's part of the crew. And then John Hurt dies, and then Dallas dies, and their deaths must have been so shocking. Like, I can't really remember how I felt when I was like 12 or something and I watched this movie for the first time, but they must have been shocking, because the movie leads you to believe that those two characters are the main characters, and then they kill those two characters first. And that is so cool, because then you're left wondering, who is the main character of this story? Who are we following in this story? And then the camera starts to follow Ripley a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more until finally she's the only one left and she's the only one the camera can follow, and you finally realize that she is the main character. So cool. I've never seen a movie really that has done this before, where there are so many characters and it keeps you guessing not who's going to die, but also who is the person we're supposed to follow in this story. I loved it. I thought the camera work is great for that as well. It just adds so much suspense, adds so much drama. The camera work was very lingering and it just stayed with you. There was literally a shot of a ship landing for like a minute and 30 seconds. Obviously it cut between the two, but that whole sequence lasted like a minute 30, and it just added so much suspense. Even though it was just a ship landing, the camera work of just the floating camera through the hallways of the ships and stuff just added so much, I don't know, intrigue, and allows you to see the whole set. But at the same time, I was super tense the entire time. And even though this is also a testament to the filmmaking, even though this was my third watch of the movie, it's been a while, but even though this was my third watch of the movie, I was still so like tensed up and nervous the entire time. So I think that is a testament to just how good of a suspenseful filmmaker Ridley Scott was, at least for Alien. I know he's a great filmmaker in general, he's made some great movies, but for Alien, that is just a testament, at least in my opinion, because of how tense I was after 3 watches, how good this movie is. And I just want to talk about the sets quickly as well. The Aliens spaceship is really, really cool. I really like how it looks super organic, but it still looks like a spaceship at the same time. But it looks like the spaceship is made out of bones and stuff. It's really creepy. The art design is something that you never really see before, and it's very iconic to the Alien franchise. So I thought that was really cool. And then I thought the set, like the actual spaceship set as well, was so awesome. It was like the Nordstrom or something like that. It was so cool. And I really liked how atmospheric the set was, because there was so much smoke, darkness, and natural lighting. And natural lighting not meaning like the sun or anything, but just lights that you would see in the actual set were the things that were light sourcing the characters. It was never like this random outside light source that the filmmakers were using to light a character's face. It was always a flashlight that was on screen, or a light that was on screen, or the flamethrower fire that was on screen. You know, it was always the things that would actually have been there if this was a real life event, and it was never something that was just extra added in by the filmmaker. So I thought that the lighting of the sets, the atmosphere of the sets, the design of the sets, everything about the set pieces, the model work were just completely fantastic. Some of the best model work and sets I've honestly ever seen. Okay, I just want to talk about Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. I think everyone else did a fantastic job in this movie, but I think Sigourney Weaver is the one that I'm just going to focus on, because if I focus on anyone else, I probably will talk about everyone else, and that's going to take a little bit too long. But Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley, she's amazing. I'm really excited to see her in the next movies and see how her character evolves, because I have no idea how her character evolves. I know she loses her hair at some point and she becomes like a bald lady, or maybe she just like becomes like buzz cut and stuff like that, but I mean, maybe she doesn't. I feel like she does though, but I'm excited to see how that happens. I thought she was great in this movie, the terror that she had, but also the braveness that she showed when she couldn't get on the ship, when she goes back, but then she couldn't stop the detonation and she has to like suck it up and go and try and fight the alien. It's just so good. You could just feel and sense the fear in her eyes, but you could also tell that she was a very brave person when she was standing up to Parker, who was kind of going off because he was super scared, and she's like, shut up, listen to me, and stuff like that. And it was really good because it sounded like she was taking command. A lot of times it did sound like she was taking command, so it sounded like, or at least the movie made it seem like, she was very good at what she was doing, or at least very sensible. And then that mixed with the terror just created a really fun experience. I thought she was great in this movie, and I'm excited to see her hopefully in Aliens. So yeah, that was my reaction and review to, well, I guess not really reaction, more commentary and review to Alien, the 1979 sci-fi horror. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, Aliens will be next week, James Cameron's second movie. James Cameron is just good at making sequels. What can I say? That makes me really excited for Avatar: Way of the Water, because he made Terminator 2 Judgment Day, amazing sequel. Aliens, which is supposed to be an amazing sequel. I'm sure Avatar 2 Way of the Water will be great as well then. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyways, that's not the point. Aliens next week, really excited. Don't really know anything about it besides there's a big mech suit in it at some point. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.